Alright, we are back. A Ludwig. I'm once again doing one of these videos for you guys, and yes, radio is still on the ground. He's just unconscious. So, I don't remember bringing this up in the previous video, which is weird because I literally just recorded that video a second ago, but I didn't get around to recording that video for the longest time, but then I did a different playthrough. As of recording this playthrough literally happened just, I want to say about a week ago, maybe a little less than that. I honestly couldn't remember. So that's kind of what inspired me to just record the video I just did and then do this one for you guys as well. So, I'll give the backstory a little bit after I show you pretty much how it started. Okay. Alright. So now I'm going to kind of explain what's happening. So, there is an event going on. At the time this uploading, it's still going on because I think the event ends around like March 12th, so if you haven't gotten any of these Pokemon yet, you might want to do that right now. Like, get off this video and then just try to find one of those and then come back to this. But yeah. So, my issue is, if you guys have noticed the amount of times I rage quit this game, I have not come close to being the Elite Four yet, or become a champion for that matter. So 5-star raids for me were still inaccessible. So I had to figure out a way to obtain these Pokemon. So I was looking at like people who were streaming these terror raids at a time, and then I came across this streamer named, and I apologize in advance if I'm pronouncing this name totally wrong, Nosirrag Nostalgia. Although probably to make it easier on me, I might just call him Nostalgic. That'll probably make it easier. I am going to leave a link to his channel in the description, because he hunts shiny Pokemon, does terror raids, and like all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, I feel like he's interesting to watch. So feel free to check him out after this video. I cannot fucking speak. So anyways, so the two new Pokemon were, I don't remember what they were. I'll reveal the names in a little bit. But I realized it was a water type, and I was paired for a different Pokemon that I'll get into later. And then I realized at that moment, I was like, oh shit, we're facing the water type Pokemon. Why do I have a fire type? So then I ended up swapping to the only like grass type Pokemon I had, or like the only thing I thought was good against water, which of course in this case was Vincent, level 59. And then I was made aware like, oh, you know this thing knows flamethrower, right? And I was like, fuck. I did not realize until that moment. I'll be honest, that was a completely panicked decision. If I knew that thing had flamethrower, I probably could have equipped myself with something, maybe not like super effective, but like maybe something a little bit more neutral. You know, now that I'm thinking about retropick, what I should have done, I probably should have brought in Tiana the Belly Ball. That's what I should have done. That probably would have been a whole lot more effective than what the hell I just did. So, mistakes were made. um, so there's the A team. So now we come time to fight this thing. I don't know why, but I couldn't remember the name of this thing. Because again, I didn't review the footage ahead of time. So we send them out. Walking Wake, that's what it was. Walking Wake. So it's Walking Wake, the Paradox Suicune, and then there's the other Pokemon, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, the whole time, Nostalgia was kind of like spinning out commands, kind of. And I don't know if you guys know much about me, but I already felt like I was in a panic decision because I made this choice last minute. I sent him not the worst option, but certainly not the best option. I had an electric type that could have possibly resisted Flamethrower. And instead I sent in this bastard. So when I'm already panicked, and someone is trying to instruct me on what to do, I cannot already think enough as it is. So when they were saying, like, we need to be healed, I'm like, I felt so bad because I just kept using Horn Leech, which did not help in any way, shape, or form. But, like, I was so panicked. And, like, that's all I can think to do. Not to mention, I can't remember how to heal in games like this. I didn't remember how healing worked in this game. I eventually figure out? Maybe not in this clip, but no, I didn't. I do eventually figure out how to heal, but like, my panic brain in that moment was not sure what to do or how to function. In my mind, I'm just like, go full in, just go full in. Because I knew I couldn't compete with these people. I'm just like, I rushed in, ill prepared. I don't think I captured that footage, I think, but I did eventually, maybe that was that right there. I did end up figuring out I did figure out how to heal with the cheering thing. I did finally figure out that. And Vincent lived the attack because, I mean, at the end of the day, Vincent is still a boss. He has to pop off somehow. And we killed it. And I'll be honest, this one felt totally undeserved in my hand because the whole time it was just me making a panic decision and then just going with it. That's all this was. Okay? That's all this was. And the thing is, I wasn't going to catch it because, like, this isn't the version exclusive I needed. But, like, at the same time, like, opportunity presented itself, and I felt like I decided to take the opportunity. Maybe I'll give this one away, maybe not. Maybe someone who's a little bit more skilled the game or more deserving of it. I don't know. Because here's the thing about this one, okay? I feel like on the one hand, if I keep it, then I just feel like I'm undeserving of it because the whole time I was just panicked, out of control. But then if I give it to a friend of mine or give it to someone else, I feel like in that point, I'm compensating someone's efforts just to give this to someone else. So I don't know. I might just end up keeping this. I'm not entirely sure, but like, I caught it. It's in the Pokédex. That's all that matters. And yeah, I was trying to look up the but yeah, that's his moveset. There's Flamethrower, which I wish I would have known prior to that. And his secret move is Hydro Steam. I wasn't able to see how much that did. I was not able to see that. Really nothing much to see here. And I also forgot to mention that was technically the first Paradox Pokemon I caught. So it has photosynthesis just like every single other Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet, which says it boosts the Pokemon's most proficient stat in harsh sunlight or the Pokemon is holding booster energy. So that's what that does. And there's the stats right there as well. Pretty fast. They only get special attack more than anything, but I'm not going to spare you guys too much with this. By the way, I didn't name any of the legendary Pokemon I caught in this video, so yeah. So then I was pretty much just using the XP can I got to level my Pokemon, and I just leveled up Tiana, which I realized just now that could have been way more effective. I don't know why I didn't go with that sooner. I don't know. I ended up leveling up Takaroo as well, because I felt like that was going to come in handy for the other one. And then I'm just leveling up more Pokemon. Why am I even showing you guys this? Like, in what universe do I live in where I thought, like, you know what, this is something people need to see? I guess I'm more or less showing you guys this in case the next time I do, like, a Pokemon video, you guys, like, aren't, like, confused as to, like, why my Pokemon are, like, a higher level than they were the last time I did a full-on playthrough of this. That's probably a part of the reason. Other than that, I was just bored. So anyway, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm still watching Nostalgic Stream. I'm watching that, and I'm just like, I want to try to redeem myself the best way I can. So I'm just going to observe for now. And yeah. And then we eventually found the other one, which was this one right here. This is the one, this is the Violet exclusive. This is Iron Leaf, which is a Paradox form of... Actually, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll just hold off. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Walking Waves with Dragon type for anyone who was curious. But obviously I didn't go with an Ice type because, again, Flamethrower. But anyway, this is Iron Leaves, which is a Paradox Virizion. Or Virizion, or Verizon. I just want to talk about the Paradox Pokemon. The only thing I don't like about the Paradox Pokemon in Violet is, why is there a huge emphasis on iron? Like, Iron Leaves, or Iron Jugulus, Iron Thorns. I get it, it's a fucking robot. Anyone with eyes can see that. Why is there so much emphasis on it? At least in Scarlet, there was Walking Waves, Screaming Tail, Fluttermane. There were more creative names in Scarlet. But no, in this one it's just like, we gotta let them know they're made of iron. They are made of iron, put as much emphasis on the iron part as possible. That just kind of annoys me. I don't know why. But yeah, this is, as I said earlier, the Walking Wakes was Water Dragon. This one is Grass and Psychic, so Fire types, Ghost types, Dark types, really good for a battle like this. I do end up doing damage, and yes, I do remember to heal. I was basically just like waiting until a heal needed to happen. I took a good chunk of damage. For some reason, this second I couldn't. And as you can see, I did a small amount of day with Bitter Blade, and then someone just took it out in one hit. So, I think I was hit with like a signature move, and that's why I took that much damage. But yeah, I was still holding on. This is the one I was after, and this is the one I was more prepared for. So I got this. I feel like with this one especially, I felt like I helped and accomplished nothing at the same time, because I did try to heal when healing needed to be done, and I did at least attack it once, but still. But yeah, another thing I want to tell you guys, you can end up catching both of the exclusives as long as someone is doing a raid for one or the other, but just know you can only catch, like for Iron Leafs, you can only catch Iron Leafs once, and you can only catch Walking Wakes once. So you can only catch one of each. So yeah. That's pretty much how that happened. And I'm just leveling up my Pokemon because I can. Oh yeah, I was... There's the stats right there. Definitely a physical attacker with this one. And yeah, Psyblade, that's the signature move. And this is the first Paradox Pokemon for like the future ones that I've caught. And this one, just like the other Paradox Pokemon in Pokemon Valley, had the ability Quark Drive, which boosts a Pokemon's motor efficient stat on electric terrain or if the Pokemon is holding booster energy. So both abilities are pretty much the same thing, except one relies more on electric and one requires more on solar energy, so pretty much the same thing. Those are the rest of his moves, by the way. Leaf Blade, Mega Horse, Swordsy, and Psyblade. And now I end up using the rest of my XP candies. Yeah. I'll get back to Pokemon content again eventually, I just don't know when. Oh yeah, that's the last of it. So, I want to give a huge shout out to Nostalgic for putting up with my stupid decisions. But in all seriousness, I mean, I had fun. I came over there to get the legendary Pokemon, and I stayed just for the overall interaction he had with his friends and the people in chat. And honestly, I think he's a really cool dude. So again, I'm leaving the link to his channel in the subscription down below. And so yeah, check him out whenever you get a chance. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time. Be on the lookout for more Mario Party content, Amiibo content, all that jazz. Peace out. Take care.